Well, good morning. My name's John. I'm your regular EV dad. Welcome to the channel. And here is a first look at the new Electrify America Android Auto application. Now, first of all, it's important to know that this is tied to the app that's on your phone. But when you do connect up to Android Auto, this is what it's going to look like. And it's pulling information from Google Maps in the background, so you know it's up to date. And there's a lot of great functionality in here. So probably the most useful thing is the nearby function, and we'll give that a press. And we wanted this to be like real life, so we're so here we see that the closest one is Gilroy, and the infamous to the north of us, Bernal Road. I see that in another video. We're going to set our destination to Gilroy. We're going to hit navigate. Well, first of all, we can see not just the number of units, but also the number of heads. And I don't know if this is a design oversight or not, but we can see that there is a single a single chatter mode connection available, and then 15 CCS heads. There are 8 chargers in total at that site with
Here are the search results for 37.024306 minus 121.56286.
Never get used to that sound. But notice it's pulled us straight into Waze, which is my default application. And we're now heading south to the fast charger. Let's go back into the app itself and show you some of the other functions while we head there. I am using travel assist while doing this, so I am keeping one hand on the wheel, just reaching over and touching. We can see recent charges. We don't, which is a function of questionable usage, but it does look into your history, and if you're using local charges, I can see that has value. You then got, and this is one of my favorite things, especially where I live, because you can have favorite charges, but how you're going to get to them is very traffic dependent. So it's great to just have these available. Often I'm topping up the battery or topping off the battery on my way home. I'll drain the battery where I'm going and then top up at, in my case, either Alum Rock or the Safeway off of Berryessa Road. So that's a useful function. Plans is actually not about route trip plans. It's actually about the plans you have. And if you do have an ID4, whilst you can use this with any car whatsoever, make sure that you have your CCS, your ID4 charging plan as your default, so you don't pay for charging. And then that's it. Now, where it gets interesting is where we'll get to next, which is when we get to the charger. See you there. Alright, so we're doing this live and for the first time. We've pulled up. We are at charger number 1. We can see that. So we're going to hit select charger. We're going to hit the button. We're going to hit start charge. We're going to plug in and we're going to see what happens. Now I can see it saying connecting now on the it's connected, and now it's going to wait to start charging because I'm not actually at the charger to hit the button, but it does have a sort of a time on mode. hit start charge. We are charging at 123 miles per hour. I would tell you what that is in real life, but it's hard to tell. And yeah, indeed, as I look now at the CCS charger, let me very quickly, good morning, Miss London.
Good morning.
There's Miss London. Hello. And indeed, you probably can't see it because it's so bright out, but there we are at 90%. Which is true. Now we're going to disconnect it. We are at 90% and we are charging. Alright, let's close this out and go back into the Android Auto app and go into Electrify America. Well, it says can't tell you what's going on, but it's charging, and oh, it just said stopped charging. Oh, and there we go. So we can now I actually see on my phone in the Electrify America app, which is running at the same time, that we are charging at 36 kilowatts, which is, about right at this point. It's hit stop charge, and it stops. Well, it has to be said, this worked, and I know that sounds somewhat negative, but we don't always expect these things to work first time. I am pleasantly surprised. If you found this useful, then please consider subscribing to the channel. We always have more content relevant not just to the ID4 but to all non-Tesla EVs. And from me and co-pilot London, we'll hope to see you soon. Have a great day and be safe.